love changes every heart, and any heart can change you.
Okay, so we are getting in the car. We are going to go see if there's a park that's, I'm gonna try to see if it's open. It has like a walkway, and I don't know, I know a lot of parks have been closed, but there's really, I don't know why you would close it, because there's nothing to do but walk and all that. So we're gonna see if it's open, just to get outside and go take a walk, and if it's closed, we're just gonna come back to the neighborhood and walk around here at our little park. Okay, so today in South Carolina, it's basically summer. We're wearing shorts and t-shirts and tank tops and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to get outside for a little bit. We're all really down and depressed. Things have gone from weird to bad to very bad. And I don't wanna bring everybody down. I know a lot of y'all are struggling with tough times. I mean, we started out the week just trying to deal with fear of not necessarily the virus, because I felt like we could kind of shelter in place and, you know, protect ourselves fairly decently from that, and just, you know, limiting our exposures and being smart. So I really wasn't afraid of the virus, but for me, I was fearful going into stores and seeing the like Soviet Union look of bare shelves, and that continued to get worse and worse and worse. And the reactions of other people in the stores and the panic and all of that just caused me a lot of fear. I mean, this week I was unable to go to a store by myself. Like, I either had to send Gary if we needed something, or I had to bring Katie with me. I just was physically not able to go into a store by myself after, I think it was Friday night when we came home from Charlotte and we experienced what we experienced at Walmart. I was really shaken, because I guess I just didn't really realize like how serious everything was, and what changes were getting ready to hit us. And so in the past 2 days, things have gotten very bad for our family, because we own a small business, and it's myself and my husband, and we have 2 employees who, our employees are very dear to us, and one of them is a really dear friend of mine that I've known for years and years and got my master's degree with, and the other one is like a daughter to us. And it's just been a very difficult time. We're trying to keep our business together for our family and their families, and what has happened over the past days can only be described as catastrophic for our business. So it started out with a slow month, and then moving into this week, things started dropping off, like things that we had scheduled. So we do safety and health consulting, OSHA training, OSHA compliance, stuff like that, where we have to go, usually we need to go to the facility in order to do the things that we do. And most businesses right now are working on a, you know, only people necessary, like essential personnel type of thing. So the jobs that we had scheduled have all been canceled. So we are just trying to scramble and figure out how to keep our business from just falling apart. And it makes me very, very sad. I started the business when Katie was in 1st grade. It was 2010. I really believe that the Lord started the business, and I think the reason why was to change the whole dynamic of our family and allow us to homeschool. So kind of long story short, I started the business in 2010 in September. I was the only employee, and I kind of hustled for a year to build a business. And the next year, when Katie finished 2nd grade, in June, Gary quit his full-time job, came to the business with me, and basically took over management of the business, started learning the business, and eventually started taking over a lot of the duties of the business, which freed me up to homeschool Katie. And so going into Katie's 3rd grade year, that's kind of what it looked like. It was a partnership between myself and Gary. And Gary doing most of the field work, I was doing sort of the technical input, signing off on things and things like that. And then we hired Julie shortly after that, and maybe a year after that, and then later on that same year we hired Rachel. So that's kind of how our business started. And after Sophie came home in 2015, I backed off the business a little bit more, just because I had more things to do, and kind of responsibilities. And honestly, the first few years that Sophie was here, I pretty much had a full-time job with just her healthcare needs and things like that. So with the homeschooling. So we are just trying to keep our business together, and I know that we're not the only small business affected. I've been talking to other people in my community, and I've seen other things, like on Facebook and things like that. And the small businesses are going, they employ so many people in the United States, probably more than 50%. They're going to be the ones that get hit the hardest, and they don't recover. And there's very little that the government has for small businesses. There's bailouts and things like that for big business. I know that we can all come through this as Americans, because we have come through worse in our history of our country. But it does seem like not even like by the day, it seems like it's getting worse almost by the hour. At least it is in my house. And we had asked y'all to pray for our friend Chris a few weeks ago in a vlog, and he died a couple of days ago, and the coronavirus is affecting the funeral and all of that kind of stuff. And I just think if I were in that place, if I'm a new widow and I just had gone through the loss of my husband, and having to navigate all of that in this just such scary world that we live in right now. I mean, I just don't know that I have the strength, to do that. So I'm just praying prayers of thanks that my family is healthy right now, that my husband is healthy, and I'm healthy, and my children are healthy, because like I said, it just seems like in our household we're just getting like worse bad news by the hour. So if y'all would just pray for Chris's family, because like I said, I can't imagine what his wife is going through right now, and with all of these things that are going on in the world, and then on top of that, coupled with the loss of your husband and having to navigate it all by yourself with your 6 children. It's beyond comprehension to me. So anyway, I'm sorry. I will try to be more happy in the rest of this vlog, but we're like I said, this is real life, and we're really struggling right now. But anyway, like I said, not to be a complete downer on here, but that's kind of real life of what's happening with us, and I'm going to guess that we're not the only ones that are suffering in this way. And I just want you to know that if you are finding out that your spouse or yourself have lost jobs, or bad news like that, or you own a small business that's been severely impacted, we want to pray for you. We have a community here of people that will pray, and we're going through a hard time. We would appreciate your prayers, but we also want to pray for you, and just praying for an end to this coronavirus and all that it has kind of done to the economy and to people's lives. And so let us know if there's anything specific that we can pray for you in the comments below, because we would love to do that if you need prayer yourself. I was actually at the chiropractor earlier today, and pretty much everybody in there with me was a small business owner that was facing losing their business. And then we got some other personal bad news at the same time, and I just broke down and cried while I was in there. And another lady who was a salon owner, and she was just a very sweet woman, she just kind of stopped everything and said, "Colleen, let me pray with you." And it just made me feel so much better. So if we can help you by praying for you, then let us know, because we're here to do that. And that's one of the main reasons why we have this channel, is to spread the love of Jesus and show the love of Jesus. So right now we are heading to a park, and we're hoping it's going to be open. It probably won't be, because that's the kind of day I'm having, but if it's not, we're just going to try to keep a good attitude and turn around and go back home and try to find something else that we can do that's outside, because I think all of us need it.
When someone don't help you, when someone don't help you through the rain, when feelings don't matter and everything's nothing but a game. Just know that I'm with you. Just know that I'm with you through it all. And I'm gonna be there whenever you win or if you fall. What you're given, but it's never too late to spread your wings. I know that we will make it through the storm, 'cause you and me been fighters since we were born. It's all over our bodies and hearts. Yeah, you.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
I see that it's tough now, but trust me,